Hi, we're Ariel.
And Michelle, and
We're
we're
the
the
board
board
game
game
tutors.
tutors.
And we're going to be playing slash teaching you today, Jaipur. We're going to do one round of play and basically teach you how to play the game as we're going along because we decided that we think that's the best way to go about teaching you how to play the game by just going ahead and doing it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
All right, let's look at the board.
Right. So, obviously, this is a just the basics video. We're actually just going to start with gameplay, but the main objective when you're playing Jaipur, it's a two-player game, and you're just trying to get the most points from all these different tokens that you see here. Um, and if you're the player who ends up with the most points at the end of the game, then you get one little token here. It's called a Seal of Excellence that shows you you won one round, basically. You had the higher of the scores uh, when competing against one other player. So, the way we do this, you can see how the game board's set up right now. Um, you can tell when a round is over either by if this deck of cards here on the left is completely empty and we can't replenish any more cards, or if three of these six decks of tokens, stacks of tokens, are depleted. So this one, this one, this one, or this one, this one, this one. Basically, when there's no more, that is one stack that is depleted, and essentially, when there are three empty spaces, that's how you know the game's over. Or, like I said, when the deck is empty. So, the way you set up the game is you set up all these tokens just like this, the different colors in their own piles with the lower totals on the bottom. So, for example, in this gold pile, it's a 5, then another 5, then another 5, and a 6, and a 6. And you set up all these piles that way, except for these three piles. They're separate, and when we come around to those bonus tokens, we'll explain what they do. All right. So the way you start the game, first you have to set up three camels, and then you draw two cards randomly from the top of the deck. And as you can see here, this is a particular good. It's leather, and this is another good, type of good. It's called diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so at the beginning of the game, everybody gets 5 cards, and if you happen to have any camels in your hand, you put those out in front of you. I just so happen to have one camel, so that is my personal herd of camels. I don't know if you can call it a herd if it's only one camel, but that's what I have. And so I'm left over with 4 cards, which you as the viewer don't know what I have. You'll be watching Michelle playing her side of the game, so you'll be able to see her hand. And whenever it's her turn, she'll take this piece of paper off, and I'll close my eyes, and she can take her turn. So,
All right, so I'm going to check for camels now.
Right. Okay.
So I'll take this paper off so you can see what I have.
I'm looking away.
Okay, so we actually don't have any camels in this hand, so we don't need to separate anything. All right.
And like you can tell, since Michelle's holding the camera, obviously she can't really hold her cards. So that's why we have that piece of paper. And so we'll go ahead and start. How
right.
about you start?
Okay, so I'm going to look at my hand and see what my options are based on what I have. So as we can see, if I have any duplicates, then that's going to make it more desirable for me to trade those in for points. You can trade in just one of any good, except if it's one of the more expensive goods, then you do have to have at least 2 to trade it in. So looking at my hand and then looking at what's available, I need to think about, do I want to simply take one card from the cards that are available? If I do that, I just take the card and then my turn's over, and then we replenish it from the deck. Or if I want to take more than one card from what's available, then I'll need to take any number of cards from my hand and trade those in for the exact same number of cards from the cards that are available in the market right now. So let's see, looking at what I have, I think I'm going to go ahead and take this very valuable diamonds card that is available in the market. I'm going to add that to my hand.
And your hand can only be 7 cards maximum.
Yep, so my turn's over. I'm going to cover that up so Ariel doesn't know what I have, other than what, of course, he would know what I just took. Okay, so you can look now.
All right, So I can see that. And
So
she
we're going to
took one
replenish
card,
that.
so we're going to replenish that. Hand that to me.
Okay.
Okay, and we got a camel. I'll just put this here for clarity's sake. So there's 4 camels and 1 leather currently on the board. All right. So I'm looking at my hand. Okay. I am going to do. Let's see here. So I could sell cards to try and get these tokens, or I can take cards. And so I believe I will. I'm going to take a card, but this is the other special action that you can do. I'm not going to take this leather. I'm just push it aside for a second. You can take camels. So like the different cards you can get goods or you can get camels. Whenever you get camels, however, you don't put these up in the cards that you currently hold in your hand. Remember the original camel that I had at the beginning? It goes right here. And also, so you put all your camels together, not in your hand, over here in your herd. And whenever you take a camel, you can't take just one. You have to take all of them. So I'm going to take all 4 camels. And I'm going to put those on top of my herd.
So the leather card stays there. And then we're going to replace the 4 cards that were taken. All right. So we always have 5 cards in the marketplace.
At all times.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can't replenish anymore. And at that point, the game's over. But yeah.
Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to look at the cards in my hand. Ariel's closing his eyes. Okay, so I've got these 2 green cards. I think they're spices. I'm going to go ahead and trade those cards in. So this is the part where you actually get your points. I take these 2 cards, put them in the discard pile. You can go ahead and open your eyes now. And I'm going to take the top 2 tokens from the green stack of tokens. Thank you. So when you get the first tokens, they have the most points. These are 5 and 3 points. So there can be an advantage to selling quickly at the beginning to get more points. Okay, now my turn's up.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to take. I am going to do a special action. I'm going to take cards again, but this time I'm going to take more than 1 card. Michelle earlier in her first turn took 1 card. I'm going to be taking 3. So I'm going to take this gold and take this leather, and I'm also going to take that leather. And now I have a choice. I could give up any of the cards in my hand to make up that difference of 3, or I could also use any of my camels. So I'm going to use 3 camels for that purpose. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 camels, and then I take these cards and put them in my hand.
Okay. So for my turn, I'm going to look at my hand once Ariel's ready to not look. Okay, so looking at what's here, I'm going to go ahead and just take all the camels from the marketplace. And then I'm going to cover up my hand here. Okay, you can look now. So I set these camels aside in my herd, which I now have since I didn't have any camels before.
I'm going to replenish. One more. Okay. Alright. So it's my turn. Okay. I am going to. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell just 1 card to get a token from this stack over here. I'm going to sell 1 purple card, which is carpets or rugs.
Silk, I think.
Silk, I think, yeah. I'll take that top one, and that goes over here in my pile of points.
So that token is 5 points. Okay, I'm going to look at my hand. Okay, I'm just going to take the single leather from the market and replace it with a card from the deck. I'm going to put that into my hand. And I'm going to cover it up. All right, all set.
Okay. I'm going to be selling 3 leather. That goes into the discard pile. And I will take 3 from here. Okay, so I got 3 of these tokens, and now the middle stacks come into play, because since I bought 3 of something, as you can see here, there's 3 symbols. Whenever you sell 3 of anything, then you get this top token. And only I get to know what that number is. I believe it's a random number between 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my turn's over. Michelle's turn.
Okay. So I'm covering my hand here. Okay, so looking at my cards, let's see, what would it be most beneficial to do right now? So obviously these are good to hold on to for now. And remember, I would need 2 of each of those, at least 2 if I wanted to sell that. I don't see anything I really want right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these 2 camels. So now my herd's getting larger. Then I'm going to replenish those cards from the deck. And I'm going to cover up my hand. Okay.
Okay. Did you take 2 camels and 2 camels came
out? Yes, that's what it looks like. Yes.
That's interesting. I'm just gonna take 1 card. Whenever you take 1 card from the market, you replenish it with 1 card from the deck.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, looking at what I've got here, I think I know what I want. Yep, I'm just going to take this 1 leather card and then replenish it from the deck. And look, another leather came out. And so I'm just going to put this here while you're still not looking. Okay, all set.
I'm just going to take camels, and since I'm taking camels, I have to take all of them, and then we replenish.
Okay.
Oh my.
Wow. Look at all that silver. Okay, let me see what I can do here. So currently I have 6 cards in my hand, so remember you can never exceed the limit of 7 cards in your hand. Okay. What do I want to do? I'm going to trade in these 3 cards for these 3 silver cards. Remember, silver is one of the 3 goods that's more valuable. Silver, gold, and diamonds are the more valuable of the goods.
And also, whenever you trade in so many goods for other goods on the market, you have to choose different goods from what are currently what you're giving up, basically.
Yeah, you can't trade a silver for a silver, for example. Yeah. All right, your turn.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to take 1 gold.
Okay. Okay, what should I do? I'm just going to take this single leather and replace it from the deck. Okay.
I'm going to sell 3 gold. Take that from me, please. I'm going to take 3 gold tokens. 1, 2, 3. And then
a bonus of 3.
3 bonus.
So he either got 1, 2, or 3 points from that, and I won't know.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. I am going to sell these 4 leather cards once I can separate them. Okay, so I get the 4 leather. 1, 2, 3, 4. And leather is the least valuable, so all these tokens that I just got are just 1 point each. But then I do also get a bonus token for selling 4. So this is for selling 4 cards, and you can see here how many points we got for that.
In case you were curious, because you saw my hand grab that token, I wasn't looking at it. Okay.
Okay, that was my turn.
Okay. Gonna be giving up 3 camels. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Let's put the camels back in place of those diamonds. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at my hand now. All right, so I might choose to wait in the hopes of getting another of these things that I've got in my hand, because of course you get more of a bonus for selling more of them at once. I also might want to sell them now just to make sure I have a chance before the game ends, and also to make room in my hand. So that's what I need to think about right now. Looking at what's in the market, I don't see anything I particularly want. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these 3 silver. So I'm going to get 3 silver tokens. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to get a bonus for selling 3. And that is how many points we got. That was my whole hand.
Okay.
All right, your turn.
All right. So let's see here. Is there anything we haven't covered yet in terms of taking cards?
So we've shown how you can just take all the camels. We've shown how you can take a single card and then replace it from the deck. We've shown how you can take what's in your hand. If it's more than one thing, you can trade 2 or more things from your hand with 2 or more things from the market, as long as they're different cards. So those are all the things you do as far as cards go. And then as far as selling, you
just several steps, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to be selling 3 diamonds.
Okay.
To get 3 diamonds. 1, 2, 3. And then
So
I
it's
get
a bonus
a
token.
bonus. Okay.
Also, at the end of the game, there will be a bonus for having the most camels. So I am doing well in terms of camels. Okay. I'm going to take this silk card and replace it from the deck. Your turn.
So as you can see, leather, silver, gold, and diamonds are getting kind of low. I'm going to take these 3 camels.
All right. So we replace them. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and close my eyes. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to trade these 2 camels for these 2 spices. I'm going to put them in my hand down here and then cover that up. Okay.
I'm just going to sell these 2.
Okay.
Because I think Michelle is going for green.
So this means he's going to take the higher point tokens, which he tends to do in order to win.
And I don't get any bonuses from that because I just got 2.
That's right. Okay, so let's see what we've got in our hand. Okay, I'm going to take this silk card and replace it from the deck. And a new silk card came out. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 camels.
Okay.
Replenish those from the deck.
Okay. Okay, so I believe I know what I want to do. Let me just look at my hand here. It's gotten kind of messy. Okay, I'm going to take that silk card and replace it. All right, your turn.
Two camels, 2 silver.
Okay. All right. What should I do? Looking at my hand. For right now, I'm going to take those camels. Okay, your turn.
one of almost every good.
That's right. Only silver is missing.
Wonder why.
Okay. Okay, let's look at our hand. So which of these cards would benefit us the most? We've got these and these. So this one should be best. And now let's see if I wanted both of those cards. Let's see. My hand currently has 5 cards in it, so I could take 2 more. I could use camels to do an exchange. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to actually put these 2 camels for this silk and spices. So let's arrange those in my hand and then put the camels there. Okay, so I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in my hand. So that's exactly what the limit is. Okay. So remember, these tokens are going to run out sometime soon. The leather, the silver, the gold, and the diamonds are all quite close to running out.
I'm going to sell this.
Okay. So that's 1 spices. Okay.
Oh, silk. Did you say spices?
Sorry, yes. Silk, yes. Okay. So now looking at our hand, so we can only sell 1 type of good at a time. I'm going to sell these 4 silk. So that means we get a bonus for selling 4 things. And that's how many points we got for that. And then, okay, so that was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens for silk. So those were 3, 2, 2, and 1. Those are the point values. Okay?
Okay. I'm just going to take 2 camels.
Okay, so let's replenish those. So now the purple tokens are also quite close to running out. Let's straighten out the 4 tokens. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and sell these 3 spices cards. Get 1, 2, 3. So the spices just ran out. That's 2, 1, and 1 points. And, okay, so I sold 3. So then I also get a 3 bonus. And that's how many points I got.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Gonna giving away 3 camels. 4, 3 gold. Put these here.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take this diamond card. And that means I replenish from, oops, took that from the wrong stack. I'm replenishing from the draw deck. Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to sell 3 gold.
Okay.
And there are only 2 gold tokens left, but I get those points and I get 1 3 bonus. Okay.
So of course you can only take the number of tokens that exists. So sometimes you're going to be selling 1 more than that number and you don't get a token for it.
Yeah. For example, if there's only 1 gold token left and I still have to sell 2 gold to get it, because all these 3 you have to sell a minimum 2 cards each.
Okay, so now 2 of our stacks have run out. Once 1 more stack runs out, then the game will be over. Okay, so for my turn, I'm going to take this and replace it from the draw deck. Okay, all set.
Okay. And I'm going to end the game.
Ah.
Selling 2 silver. Oh, wait. Okay, no, I did right.
Two silver,
Two silver,
two tokens.
two tokens.
Okay.
And that's the end because you can see one stack, two stacks, three stacks are gone. All right, that's the end of that. So all these cards over here, they don't get used.
So we didn't get to sell these 2 diamonds, which I was planning to end the game on my turn by selling those 2 diamonds.
Okay, and you have 4 camels, and I have 3. So Owlie, our official arbiter, gives you the camel bonus.
Okay, so that's an extra 5 points for having the most camels.
Okay, and then the way we count up points at the end, it says to group it in groups of 10. We think we found a reasonably quick way to do it. Basically, you take all your tokens, put them in front of you, and what I like to do is, so we do in groups of 10, like the game suggests, but we like to make little stacks, so that we, but not physical stacks like one on top of the other.
More like rows.
More like rows. So, yeah, like obviously, like, so for example, I might do 5 and 5, so that's one row, then 5, 5, another row, and so on. Michelle can go ahead and do that too.
Okay.
And
now we can, of course, flip over our secret point totals here.
Oh, and one way to keep them separate is to flip those over, but not flip the other ones over, so that way you can tell which ones are which.
Right, okay. Okay, so right now I'm flipping over my bonus tokens. And then I'm going to keep the others the right way up. Okay, so here I've got 5 and 5, so there's a row of 10. 5 and 5, it's another row of 10. 3 and 2 is 5. Let's see, here's another 3 and 2, so there's another row of 10 right there. And we've got 5 and 5. Here we have 6, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 2 is 8. Okay, so I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 58.
Okay. And then on my stacks, I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 7. 87.
Okay, so 87 to 58.
All right, so then I would get 1 Seal of Excellence token to signify that I won the first round. Best out of 3 rounds wins, so whoever wins 2 rounds, that's the person who would win the game. And so, yeah, that's our basic rundown of how to play Jaipur. If you have any questions, let us know. If we made any mistakes, please let us know. And yeah, I think that's everything.
All right, thanks so much for watching. That was our Just the Basics video on Jaipur. And we'll see you in the future. All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.